Wolves have been knocked out of the Europa League quarter-finals by Seville, and I'm going to be giving my review as always on the game that happened last night. I would have done it last night after the game, but I was quite busy, and I just didn't really feel like doing it. And then so I thought do it the day after. I'll give more of a unbiased opinion, I should say. But yeah, as always, going to give him my review on the game. Overall, it's quite heartbreaking and quite disappointing to see how far we've got. Our 13-month season has finally come to an end. It's been a long one, and there's been some memorable moments throughout the whole season. But I may in the next week or so, I may do like a season review, I should say, of the whole game. But yeah, I'm going to give my review on the game that happened last night. Starting off with the starting 11, I thought it was what I would have expected really. Apart from Traore as the second striker to Jimenez. Now we've seen it, I think, against Arsenal and a few other games, and he's just not a striker. He hasn't got the striker's ability to either hold up the ball or make runs in behind. That's just not the player he is. And yeah, I was kind of sceptical about that really to start off with. I thought if he did go for two up front, he would have to have been Jota, or even if he went for three up front, I would have put Jota on the left wing because he's a bit more defensive and can help a lot more with Vinagre. But yeah, the whole of the other team, three midfield, I thought was right. Pack out the midfield. But yeah, getting into the game, I said in the Olympiacos review, I even said that this game would have been completely different to the Olympiacos one, but overall now is a pretty similar game. In the first 20 minutes, I thought it was a better team. Just like the Olympiacos game, we was on top. We had a few chances. Jimenez had a pretty good chance from a cross. And yeah, we just started really well. Just like the Olympiacos game, started off really strong. Something we haven't seen at all really throughout the whole season. It's only been the last couple of games that we've really started really strong and sharp. And Traore from the halfway line goes running through, outpaces everyone, got brought down. It was a clear penalty. And that was a perfect opportunity, just like Olympiacos, as I keep saying, getting a penalty very early on, and getting that first goal, which we know when we get the first goal, more or less we win the game. But yeah, we get the penalty, and I even said you'd put your house on him to score goals like this, because just from the penalty spot he's so lethal. But fair play to the keeper, he'd done his homework, and that's a problem with penalty takers like Jimenez. They just slowly wait until the keeper chooses either left or right. He didn't. He stayed firm, and again they just panic. Penalty takers like that, they panic and just hit it anywhere. You could say with Neves, he hasn't scored all of his penalties, but he chooses a corner where he's going to put it, and he puts power in it and he scores. But yeah, we can't blame Jimenez too much for that, because how many important goals has he scored for us this season? If we didn't have him in the team, then I don't think we'd be in this position at all. So missing one penalty throughout the whole season, it's just disappointing that he had to come in this game and not in I don't know, just sometime mid season. He'd come right at the end in probably one of our biggest games in the last 40 years or something. But yeah, that was really disappointing. And again, there's a lot of controversy about encroachment, and the keeper was off the line. It should have been retaken. The penalty should have been retaken. I don't know why it wasn't looked at. I don't know why it wasn't looked at straight after by VAR, because that's the whole reason they're there. But yeah, and again, refereeing decisions, I thought throughout the whole game were pretty poor. But we can't just blame the referee and blame VAR for this, because after that penalty miss, I felt like our heads dropped really, and you could see slowly getting into half time they were getting more confidence. They was having a lot more of the ball, getting in our box a bit more, but still didn't threaten Rui at all really. And then went into half time 0-0. It really disappointed that we didn't go 1-0 up, but I thought overall the first half was decent up till 35 minutes. I thought it was decent, and then into the second half, just I don't know, we just couldn't get out of our own half really. I thought Sevilla throughout the whole game really, it was professional performance. When they got so many chances, they got so many corners to score from, but they didn't panic at all. They just kept building the pressure slowly, pinned us back even more, and we were just struggling to get out. There was times where Moutinho was getting the ball, he was just lumping it forward, and we don't see that from a player like Moutinho, where he's so calm and composed on the ball. He's just hoofing it up, and where Jimenez is nowhere to be seen. Like, I don't know, I thought in the second half, I thought Jimenez and Traore were non-existent, and obviously Adama went off, Moutinho went off. We have the three up front, the two midfield. But again, like I said, Seville, they were just professional and just kept going. They had about 15 corners. We didn't have one. Yeah, it was you could see it coming. Like the amount of times the balls were coming in, I thought Bolly done really well, and I thought, to be fair, the wing backs, I thought Vinagre and Doc, I thought they handled it pretty well. They was trying the best, and yeah, I thought they've done well for most of it. But you see a player like Banega and stuff like that. He's just good. Like, he's just really good. And he just finds a pass, the head, just a glanced header, and Rui had no chance of saving that in the 88th minute, and you just knew that was it. Like, we didn't perform for the 40 minutes before that. We wasn't just going to turn it on for the last 5 minutes of the game. And yeah, you could just see it was over. But yeah, Seville, just a professional performance, and you can see how good they are, and I think they have a chance of winning the whole thing. To be fair, like, if the play, like, we know Man United aren't on the greatest. We saw against Copenhagen, like, they're not great. Their attack is good, but defence, they're still very dodgy. And if they play like that, then I think they could beat Man United, even win the whole thing. So yes, it's really disappointing, and it's heartbreaking to go out at a stage like that. But we got to look back, and it's been like an incredible season for the squad we've had. How small it's been to get where we are now. And I think next season, I think we need to go for either a League Cup or an FA Cup with no Europe. I think we should really focus on one of them trophies and doing well in the league as well. But yeah, like I said, maybe this weekend I may do like a season review kind of thing. Whenever I get the time, I may do a season review. And yeah, that's pretty much the end of the video. I just want to say thank you for everyone who's supported my channel for the last couple of months or something. I know I don't make the best videos or best quality videos. It's just something I wanted to do while in lockdown, while I was having all this free time, and it's kind of just carried on, and I just enjoy doing it. So yeah, I just want to thank you all. Hopefully I'll be carrying on for next season and throughout the transfer window and stuff like that. But yeah, I just want to thank you all so much for watching these videos, and hopefully many more in the future. But yeah, like always, let me know your thoughts in the comments below, or on Twitter or on Instagram. But yeah, thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.
Conversations got me contemplation over our situation. Open up, you OPN, hit you on BBM. We should be closer than friends. If you OPN, engaging you's on my agenda. Request my chariot to get ya. The door's OPN.